Number 1. Dr. David Sinclair, Harvard geneticist, author of Lifespan, and arguably the most recognized face in longevity science. Sinclair's research on epigenetic reprogramming and NAD+ changed the way we think about aging. Epigenetic reprogramming is not some sci-fi jargon, it simply means he has figured out how to flip the molecular switches that tell your old cells to act back to young. He does this by boosting NAD+, a tiny molecule that powers every cell. Think of NAD+ like a battery charger for your mitochondria. Without it, your cells slow down and age. His Harvard lab even reversed blindness in mice and reset cellular age by dialing up NAD+ and tweaking those epigenetic switches. He has inspired millions to experiment with NMN, resveratrol, and fasting. But here is the twist. His personal routine is far more subtle than you'd expect. We have covered that extensively in one of our previous videos. How he stacks NMN supplements, cold exposure, and time-restricted eating to keep his cells in youth mode. Check it out for the nitty-gritty practical tips after this video. I will put the link in the description. So in short, Sinclair isn't guessing, he's rewriting the epigenetic script of aging itself. He doesn't see aging as inevitable, he sees it as treatable. And after all of this, he admits, we are still learning. His work has shifted the aging conversation from delay to reprogram. Number 2. Bryan Johnson. You may think he's crazy, but you cannot ignore him. As we all know, Bryan Johnson is spending over $2 million per year to reverse his biological age and has already brought his markers down to those of an 18-year-old. He tracks over 100 plus biomarkers daily, has a team of 30 doctors, and follows a hyper-disciplined protocol known as Blueprint, where even his bedtime is dictated by data. The wild part, he does it openly. Every test, every failure, every breakthrough. He shares it all. Love him or hate him, Bryan Johnson has proven one thing clearly. You don't need to guess how to slow aging. You can measure it in real time and then use that data to reverse it. That's a level of precision most of us never dreamed possible. Oh, and one more interesting thing, his team even measures organ function, aiming to keep him at 18-year-old levels. Yes, you heard that right. He's so extreme, he's exploring organ replacement from his 17-year-old son. Number 3. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn. She discovered telomerase, the enzyme that protects your DNA ends from fraying. That discovery, it won her the Nobel Prize. Why does that matter? Because telomere length is one of the strongest known biological markers of aging, and she was among the first to show that stress, diet, and lifestyle, not just genetics, can change how fast they shorten. It was the first time science said, hey, aging is not just about time, it's about how you live. Her work laid the foundation for understanding cellular aging at the root. Number 4. Dr. Peter Attia. He doesn't want to live forever, he just wants to live better, longer, with no regrets. Peter Attia, a former surgeon, now focuses entirely on Healthspan over Lifespan. He coined the idea of the Centenarian Decathlon, a method to train today for the physical task you will need in your 90s. He is obsessed with data, VO2 max, zone 2 cardio, fasting insulin, muscle strength, and sleep quality. But what makes him different? He speaks openly about regret, burnout, and emotional health. For Attia, longevity isn't just physical, it's deeply personal. And his podcast has become the go-to longevity university for anyone serious about aging well. On our channel, we have covered his daily routine and his emotional journey in a separate video. You can watch that in a Longevity Leaders playlist. Link is in the description. Number 5. Dr. Matt Kaeberlein. Have you ever heard of rapamycin? It's a drug that suppresses the mTOR pathway, the same pathway that senses nutrients and tells your cells to grow. mTOR pathway is like a master switch inside your cell which decides whether your body should grow and build or clean up and repair. When mTOR is on, cells focus on growth and making new proteins. When mTOR is off, cells pause growth and start recycling old or damaged parts, a process called autophagy. As we age, mTOR tends to stay on too much, so our cells grow but don't clean up, leading to wear and tear and age-related damage. So what Kaeberlein is trying to achieve is to suppress mTOR pathway so that body will stay more in repairing mode, leading to slow aging. And rapamycin is a key to do this. Kaeberlein showed that dialing mTOR-PAC can extend lifespan in animals. Cool fact about him is that he is leading the Dog Aging Project, a massive study to understand aging in dogs as a model for humans. Imagine extending your dog's life by 3 years, then applying that same science to yourself. Rapamycin is controversial, but Kaeberlein's research is bringing real science into the debate, not hype. Number 6. Dr. Valter Longo. He is the man behind the fasting mimicking diet, a way to trick your body into thinking it's fasting while still eating. How is this possible? According to Longo, it can be achieved by implementing a 5-day eating plan, low protein, low calories, that tricks your body into a fasted state, triggering autophagy, your cell's natural cleanup crew. Why is this huge? Because fasting triggers cellular cleanup known as autophagy and reduces IGF-1, a hormone linked to aging and disease. Longo's research has shown that 5-day cycles of fasting mimicking diet can reset immune function, reduce inflammation, and even support cancer therapy recovery. During this 5-day period, you can still eat real food like soups, nuts, olive oil, but your body thinks it's starving, so it recycles damaged parts and reduces the growth signals linked to cancer and aging. He's not about gimmicks, he's about intervention without drugs. He's about food, but as a medicine, literally. Number 7. Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Patrick is the queen of practical biohacks, micronutrients, cold exposure, sauna stacking, and omega-3 timing. Sauna stacking is alternating hot sauna with cold plunge to trigger stress response genes, and omega-3 timing is taking fish oil with meals high in fat to maximize absorption. Rhonda Patrick isn't just repeating what works, she is explaining why it works at a biochemical level. Her ability to simplify complex science and back it up with peer-reviewed studies has made her one of the most trusted voices in practical longevity. She is especially known for showing how heat and cold stress activate genes linked to resilience and lifespan. Her audience? Everyone from pro athletes to busy parents. Her longevity message is simple. It's not about how old you are, it's about what your cells are doing. Number 8. Dr. Nir Barzilai. Want to age slower with a prescription? Dr. Nir Barzilai is trying to make that happen with Metformin. So Metformin is being used since 60 years to treat type 2 diabetes. At one point, doctors started noticing something strange. People with diabetes who took Metformin often lived longer, not just compared to other diabetics, but even compared to healthy people who didn't take the drug at all. So after this discovery, the TAME trial, which stands for Targeting Aging with Metformin, began, led by Dr. Barzilai, and this trial is designed to answer one big question: can Metformin actually delay aging and extend health span in healthy older adults? The FDA doesn't classify aging as a disease. Barzilai is trying to change that. He is bringing the longevity fight to regulators and policymakers and pushing medicine to treat aging like the root cause, not the side effect. He has also studied hundreds of superagers, people who are living past 100 without chronic illness, and found they often share unexpected biomarkers and protective genes. Number 9. Dr. Andrew Huberman. Technically a neuroscientist, but his impact on longevity and performance has exploded in recent years. Huberman's gift is translating brain science into daily protocols: light exposure, sleep timing, dopamine control, exercise sequencing. He is one of the few making cutting-edge science feel personal and doable. His YouTube podcast is a masterclass in human optimization, and his tools for managing stress, improving sleep, and boosting neuroplasticity are becoming part of the modern longevity stack. He is the only neuroscientist whose YouTube channel crosses 1 million subs by teaching you exactly when to get morning sun, how to use cold exposure for mental resilience, and why noon dopamine dips are real. To understand the untold origin of Andrew Huberman and the daily longevity routine shaped by this origin, watch our episode on Andrew Huberman in the Longevity Leaders series after finishing this video. I will put the link in the description. Number 10. Dr. George Church. Now this one's wild. George Church is the godfather of gene editing, and he is not just studying aging, he is trying to erase it. Church is working on reversing aging in dogs using gene therapy, and if it works, humans are next. He believes aging is an engineering problem, and with tools like CRISPR and epigenetic reprogramming, Church believes we will be able to slow, stop, or even reverse aging at the genetic level. Just so you know, CRISPR is like a genetic scissors that let us edit the DNA. So Church is not thinking 10 years ahead, he's thinking 100. You just met the 10 people leading the charge against aging. Scientists, doctors, visionaries, and yes, the occasional mad geniuses. Some are building routines, some are rewriting our DNA, but all of them are reshaping the future of how long and how well we can live. They are not just adding years to life, they are adding life to years. If this inspired you, hit subscribe, because on this channel we are not chasing hype, we are chasing real science, simple action, and the kind of health that lasts. And if you want to know about the daily routines of these incredible people of longevity, do check out our Longevity Leaders playlist. Until now, we have published 3 episodes on Peter Attia, Andrew Huberman, and David Sinclair. This is the longevity journey, and we are just getting started. See ya.